This is how you create a $50,000 luxury website in just 20 minutes with Claude Code. Let's get right into it because I don't want to waste time. And I've been always giving out free game to you guys on the IG. If you don't have me followed, follow me. And let's get it. Everything is in the description below. So the assets, what you need, all the repos, everything you need down in the description so you could follow along one by one. Let's get it.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm gonna teach you guys really quick how to get started with Claude Code. This is VS Code. You just search up VS Code. Boom, you download this. It should come out like this. All you got to do is get into the marketplace, search up Claude Code. It should pop up, click it, install it, and then essentially it should have you sign in. But you guys are gonna be like, where does it, show where to sign in? You double click the background, and then you'll see the Claude icon. You click it, now you're in Claude Code. But before you get to this section, you're gonna have to sign in. Okay, it'll let you link your Anthropic account, and then you're good to go. I also have a repo for you guys. So essentially, you're just gonna drag and drop. So right here, you're just gonna drag and drop it. Boom, and then you guys are all set. So boom, boom, look at that. Boom. This is Claude Code. You could talk to it, do whatever. So how are we going to get a really good website? Search up this website. I'll have this in the description. It's called Godly. You have every single website concept possible. Like everything, literally. Like even this. They all have animations. Look at that. Beautiful. That actually is really sick. So it's no big deal. I ended up clicking here. A lot of you guys are going to be like, but how do we, what's the point of this? You go to inspect, you click up here, you go to copy, and then you go to copy style. Actually, before we do that, I actually got an idea. We're going to go to Claude, create a new chat. Hey, can you give me a mega prompt to create a very modern website and aesthetic for this website I'm going to send you? And essentially, we're going to give it this website. I want to give this prompt to Claude Code and make sure the animation of the top header picture with the bold letters as well is linked and dynamically moving as the mouse scrolls. That's what we're going to do. But in order to actually teach you guys how to replicate this, all you got to do is, you just copy style, and then you give it to Claude Code. But I realized that if you do want the whole entire website concept as well, you go to inspect, you go to run command, and then screenshot, capture full screenshot. You're literally set. So look at this. It captures the whole screenshot, so your whole UI is visible, which is replicating. I'm going to show you guys the compare and contrast. We're going to create another window and then copy this. And let's see how it goes. As that's going on, I created just a regular image, which was just that, literally. And then I prompted a video, which through essentially Claude, hey, create me a 4K ultra realistic, photorealistic video of an AI robot figure jumping off a building. That's exactly what I did. And then I downloaded it because we're going to use this as the header, essentially. It's not bad. But what makes this more of a 3D concept, more of a high quality website, is changing up this dynamic header. So we are going to implement the video that we created. What we're going to do is go to downloads, and then we're just going to drag this into our repo. New folder, video header. Then in this video header, we're going to implement that right there. I don't even think yep, I went in. I input the video in video header. Okay, let's see. So this is the website, but it freezes. And we're going to call that out. So it seems like as I scroll, it completely skips frames, and it actually doesn't go through frame by frame. It just skips a lot when I scroll down. Fix that. Okay, so this is how it looks. Seems like everything runs perfectly. Look at that. Beautiful. This is actually something I really like. So we're going to move this into a very dynamic concept as well. We're going to go to Gemini. This is how we're going to create the frame. Go to Pro, and then also go to Claude and tell it, hey, can you create me a photo generator prompt for Nano Banana for a gloomy meteorite in the cosmos, like in space, as the sun rays go on the plants that are growing on the meteorite. And it has grass and sunflowers and beautiful, delicate, euphoric type flowers glooming, and they're slightly swaying left to right. Beautiful. I actually like that really. Can you have the rock bigger and a little bit more plants and more gloomy like on the flowers? Now create me a 5-second video generation prompt with C dance. Okay, and then we're gonna click it, then hit generate. And as that is occurring, we kind of want a subtle animation for this. So we're gonna copy and paste this section. For this section that I'm gonna send you, I want these texts to kind of go from opacity 0 to 100 with a subtle blur to clear text. So it has a dynamic feel to it and it has animations to it. Okay, this got generated. Let's see how it turned out. That is actually funny. Okay, so we're gonna download this. Downloads and then also website repos. And then we are going to put this. Perfect. They're both in there. I added another one. Maybe I should rename it Flowers. So I ended up putting a video called Flowers Vid inside the video header. This video will be implemented under the robotic video under the main header where it says, and then I'm gonna bring up where it says, I don't want the text to appear until the video is fully played and it's dynamically linked to the mouse, or it auto plays actually. I want it to autoplay the moment we get to that part of the website. Okay, so this is how the website looks. Boom, perfect. I feel like the animation occurs too much, so too quick, so let's adjust it. In fact, I just want the box to occur dynamically and no blur occurs. But I want the box to occur on the left side of the page and it adjusts as I scroll. And if we want assets, we just go to Dribble, which I'll also have in the description. And I clicked on a random asset, and we're just gonna screenshot this because that's gonna be an asset of the bubble. We're just gonna send it and be like, hey, this is the asset I kind of want the animation to be. So for the box that appears, I kind of want it in this type of asset and how the aesthetic of this looks. But I do want to refresh this to see. Yeah, see, much better. Boom. And then we're also going to have a nice blurred background. This is what we're going to do. We're going to copy and paste this, make these kind of pop up in the Apple UI. And then we're also going to have a video playing in the background as we scroll. And also, I'm going to send you the header of this section, which you could locate. And I want these texts to appear subtly as opacity increases from 0 to 100 with a subtle bump animation, how they subtly go up, and in the Apple UI. So as that's happening, we're going to go here, and then we're going to also create a nice video. So that are created with AI and the technology and advanced chips that are connected to it, but disassembled. So you see every attribute of the glasses. Okay. Okay, let's see. Great. These pop up subtly. Perfect. Our anime. Okay, these pop up great. That's kind of how we want it. Once again. Yeah, these are a lot better. It was the same concept, but these are a lot better. And same with this. And do the same with this. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna have a subtle animation occur in the background here. I think that would be wonderful. So we're gonna copy and paste this. Exploded view. I wanna put it on a make the glasses black and a white sleek background. Okay, this isn't bad. So the first frame is going to be the disassembled glasses. But then now I want to create a video that's 8 seconds long. And I want it to reassemble the glasses all together. So it becomes one eyeglasses and all the components reassemble into the glasses. As that's occurring, the glasses are turning in a 180 to 360. The camera's panning closer to them. You know what? A glossy UI. Can you make the header into like a glossy bubble UI like the Apple Card? Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is a lot better. It's kind of how we want it. Yeah, this is a lot better UI. Perfect. Okay. This is, by the way, our video generation for 8 seconds. We're going to copy this, put it into Higgsfield, put the video in there. That's not bad, but I kind of want it for this. Let's try this too. I kind of want it into a 3D animation or 2D of the website going right. Okay, copied this. For this header, can you make it so it is dynamically synced to my mouse scroll? As I'm scrolling, the whole entire website goes to the right, and now the website shifts from it being vertical and linear to that section. By the time we get to it, the website moves sideways and it's a whole nother area on the right side. So we're not just scrolling down in one straight website. It's a whole dynamic one on the right side as well. So it looks like the website's expanding. Let's see how this looks. Boom. Yeah, like that. That's not bad. When it gets near the ending animation, it kind of disappears and falls off. We want it to subtly and seamlessly blend into the next section that we kind of want to get to when we keep scrolling. That's not bad. We're going to download this into this section. Glasses video. Okay, perfect. What we're going to do is refresh this. Okay, perfect. Near the end of the animation, there's a huge empty disconnect between the next section and the previous section. So when you get to the end of the animation, it just seamlessly should have the next section appear. All right, we kind of want to fix this constantly. Here, okay, let's see. Refresh and scroll. Let's see this. Perfect. Now it looks like it blends in pretty well. Okay, perfect. Now for this section, we're going to copy and paste it. Okay, perfect. For this section, we want the glasses video to appear. And the video only plays as I keep scrolling with the mouse, frame by frame. That's not bad. Maybe we want the video to be slightly shorter. Can we make the video slightly shorter or slightly smoother in a sense? So the video clears up and finishes by the time we almost skim through the section. Also make sure the borders of this section from the previous section and the new section are seamlessly blended as we did with the header. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna look. It's not bad, whatever. But we also want to add a 3D animation that follows us throughout the video. But this is actually pretty cool as well. So what are we going to do? We are going to this section. We'll probably have the AI robot interactive. Okay, I want you guys to go to 21st.dev, 21st.dev, which will be in the description. Go to agents, create an API. It's right here. Kind of want to open the components tab. How to use copy, not for cursor, or Claude Code, add additionals. All right, this is it. Okay, just in case, because I might put this as the header, I only want this to be in the section I already told you. Just, we want to make sure this interactive concept is only working for the actual section. We want it only right here. That's it. Let's see how this looks. Boom, boom. The new method. Okay. We kind of want this as the whole UI. I lied. Above the spline screen, take out the text, and we want to blow up the spline scene so it's actually a lot bigger, and it is that section. We want to have these words inside the spline scene, and the spline scene being that whole section from left to right. Perfect. This is how we want it, boys. We're pretty much all set. There's one more thing that we need to do, and it is to give it our 21st.dev API. And I forgot, I didn't paste it. And tell it, this is my 21st.dev API. I want you to create a 3D component robotic that follows me along the whole website from top to bottom, no matter where I am. And it just seamlessly follows as I'm scrolling through the website from left to right. Okay, and now we ended up finishing the piece of the puzzle. This is the little robot that's gonna follow us along. Let's scroll. So far, so good. Looks amazing, looks beautiful. UI looks nice. And then these, we kind of need to fix the components, and that's essentially it. And this guy could interact, and then that is all. This guy's a little buddy to us, so this is actually insane. So let's put the final piece of the puzzle, which are these components, and we're all set. Maybe we should put this in there too. Now thinking about it. So let's try this. For this component, can you replace it and add another glass video in the section of this product? So now it's not just a still image, but instead of video. And then this is like wearable ambient health. Now create me a prompt of a photorealistic ring that's disassembled with its components and attributes of text nearby. I want it to be a futuristic type ring that has AI implemented into it. Nothing to do with jewelry. What we're gonna do is what we're gonna do is download this, take it to see dance. So we're gonna copy and paste the prompt that it gave us, the reassembling prompt. Go up here, go into the ring, and then we generate it for 7 seconds. Okay, let's see the final video. And I adjusted this just to make it a little bit higher quality, but boom. Look how beautiful that is. This overlay is beautiful. Everything's dynamically moving, which is really cool. Videos are set, which is sick. And then we have this that dynamically moves with us from 21st.dev, and then we are all set. So this is how the website is. I just added a few components, and I'll show you guys really quick. So you scroll down, and now I have this. You guys might be like, how did you end up doing that? That's really cool. I went to Higgs field. I created a futuristic DNA with memory timestamps around it. and then an end frame that has a robot under the sea. And then I essentially said, hey, make this DNA dive into the water, let it splash, and have the camera pan to the bed of the ocean, the ocean floor. That's all I did. And then I did the same thing here. I generated a CPU with vessels on it. And I was like, have the vessels be connected to a humanoid figure. That's all I said, which essentially looks like this. First frame and then the prompt. That's it. Nothing crazy. And then this is how the video turned out to be. And by the way, everything is going to be in the description for you guys to even start off. And then slowly, when you get your foot in the door, you can just replace them. Tell your chat GPT or Claude Code, hey, replace this section with this video, and it'll do it. But look how nice that is. This became nice. And then this is the humanoid link. Look at that. Boom. Which looks really nice. And then this is the dynamic part. Look at that, bro. It looks beautiful.
And that's the wrap, boys. If you guys did enjoy that, follow down below, subscribe, go follow my IG, do what you can, because I always give out free shit. And let me know what you guys want next, because I'm always trying to elevate and give you guys free stuff so you guys can learn along the way. Everything I learn, I give it to you guys. So thank you guys for always supporting. IG is growing. I'm almost at 20K in just 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much. Let's get it.